So why was Canaan cursed? Seems at first glance that he had nothing to do with what happened to Noah. So we read from Genesis 9 verse 22, and Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father and told his two brethren without, and Noah woke from his wine and knew what his younger son had done unto him. And then he cursed Canaan. Couldn't curse Ham because Ham was blessed, because just after the flood, God made a covenant saying he's never going to destroy the world again by a flood, and that you're to be fruitful, multiply, and all this kind of stuff. So Noah cursed his son Canaan, which is interesting. Now some people go, well, that seems kind of harmless, that a guy is drunk, he just, the whole planet just got wiped out, and Noah was mourning the loss of, basically probably lost some friends, family members, all this kind of stuff, and got himself drunk. And what's wrong with the idea of somebody coming in on him when he's drunk, butt naked, and looking at him? Well, there's a ton wrong with that. But it's not only that, but there's a couple of things going on here. He also went out and told his brother, his two brothers, that he saw his father's nakedness, which is horrible, horrible. His father is mourning, and then one of his sons comes in and makes fun of him. And also, when Noah woke up from his wine, from his probably passed out, he knew what his younger son had done to him. Raped him. His younger son had raped him while he was asleep. Sodomy. So this is why Noah cursed Canaan, is because of what Ham did. So this is why eventually got to a point where God had to judge Canaan, the whole land of Canaan, because its land was vomiting up its inhabitants, because they were doing all kinds of horrible stuff, incest. There were giants in the land, eating people, eating animals. They were mixing, doing hybriding, basically mixing animals with people, all kinds of stuff, experimenting. Just everything was just going on. So this is one of the reasons why God judged Canaan. Basically, he had to wait to the fulfillment of some of the wickedness that was going on, specifically maybe it was with the Jebusites, the Amorites, the Girgashites, Archites, all this kind of stuff. But I want to take you to chapter 10, where we see Canaan. He has his sons, and this is kind of interesting. He has 12 sons. So Canaan begat Sidon, and this is what his name means, Sidon. Hunter, or to hunt. Basically hunt people. Heth, enclosure. Jebusite, down tramplers. Amorites, rebel, bitter, babbler, which is interesting because we are approaching the Tower of Babel. The Girgashites, what are they known as? They are basically fleeing, but you can say they're like pilgrims, if you will. Pilgrimage, basically. More like scavengers. The Hivites are wicked people. Wicked, that's what their name means. Wickedness. Archites are fugitives. Which is kind of interesting in itself. And then we got the Sinites, which are like thorns. And then we have the Arvadites, which I will break loose, is what that name means. The Zemarites means exceeding limits of moral authority, hunger for dominion, despot, rebel. Imagine naming your kids this. Then you got the Hamathites, which means fortress. And then you got the Hittites, which means one who is broken. Or one who fears. Fears what? Fears the wrath of God. So these are what the 12 sons are named after Canaan. Canaan names his sons this. So this is one of the main reasons why Israel had to come in and conquer that land, because there was so much evilness going on. So again, this is all found in Genesis chapter 9 and chapter 10.